Yo, it's another beautiful day to learn something new. Now, if you're watching this video, there's a high chance umetoka TikTok, where I had done a long TikTok video explaining a process to help you understand penye Nyota yako 2025 iko. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, check out this video and then we'll be on the same page. But if you're from TikTok and you've already watched this video, I want you to fast forward the next 6 minutes or so, and then ukuje tuendelee na kipindi. I want to read your mind right now, and for the next 5 minutes I will help you understand Nyota yako 2025 ni gani, so that you don't waste your time doing things that will not help you achieve the things that you want to do in 2025. So kama uko na dream, kama uko na goal in 2025, I will help you understand nyota yako iko wapi. That will help you get what you want. Kama ni kubai shamba, gari, nyumba, kurudi shule, kuolewa, whatever your goal in 2025 is, this video is for you. Now, for me to do that, I need you to have 3 things. Number 1, you need a pen and a paper. Number 2, you need to be in a quiet place where you can have some privacy for at least 5 minutes or so. Number 3, I want you to know what you're getting yourself into. Don't just follow things blindly because they've promised you some great results. So to know what it is that I'm doing, I've created a longer video because I don't want this video to be long, and I've uploaded it on my YouTube channel. So go to YouTube and search Bunichama, or you can go to my TikTok profile. There's a link to my YouTube there. And then once you get to my YouTube channel, look for a video with this thumbnail. Itakuwa explain everything that I'm about to tell you how to do. And we're also going to do this exercise together on the other side so that you know what it is, why it works, and most importantly, how you can make it work for you so that you can get the best results. Okay? Now, I'm assuming you're in a quiet place. I'm assuming you've already watched the longer video and now you're ready for this exercise. Hapa nitaikimbiza kidogo, but on YouTube, I will explain it step by step. Hapa, I'll just go juu kidogo and then show you what you need to do. So the first thing that you need to do is, kwa hiyo karatasi yenye uko nayo, I want you to draw a big circle. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle. It just has to be a bit big. Alafu hapo katikati, nataka uweke plus. So it's gonna look something like this. From there, so mine iko hapa. Okay? Kama unaiona vizuri. Kuna light hapa hivi nyuma yangu, but it's okay. You've seen how it looks like. From there, I want you to write the goal that you want to achieve. The biggest goal that you want to achieve this year. If it's getting married, if it's land, if it's going back to school, find something with some monetary value, kitu unaweza monitor vizuri, kitu uta spend dough so that we can be able to, you can use it for anything, but for this one, put a goal that has money attached to it. So for example, in my case, wacha tuseme, for example, I want to buy land at the end of the year. By the end of the year. So nitaandika hapa juu land. Okay? So kitu kaa hiyo, I hope unaona. Okay. I hope unaona. Ionekani vizuri, but I hope unaona. So hapo juu uandike land, alafu hapo hivi chini, hapa juu uandike land, alafu hapa chini ikue sako na hiyo plus yako. So once you have that, I want you now to relax and take 6 deep breaths like this. Now take it deep, you hold it in for 5 seconds. Alafu una let out pole pole. Take a deep breath slowly, hold it in 5 seconds and then let it out slowly. You're going to do that 6 times. And once you do that, you're going to feel yourself relaxing. After you do that 6 times, I want you now to start breathing normally, but make your breaths deep kidogo. Kama hii. Okay? And as you do that, nataka ushike hiyo karatasi, imeandikwa chenye unataka kuachieve, the circle and the cross at the center of that circle. And I want you to just focus on that cross. And as you take a deep breath, you will notice that there's a lot of relaxation, and you'll notice that you're starting to feel like you're flying in the air. And as you fly in the air, you will see yourself with whatever it is that you want to achieve. Kama ni land, utajiona either umeshika title deed hiyo land, ama unaona umesimama kwa hiyo land. Kama ni gari, utajiona ukiendesha hiyo gari, ama ukinunua hiyo gari, ama uko umeshika logbook. Kama ni kurudi shule, utajipata uko na feeling ya kuwa kwa hiyo class. Okay, you just enjoy that moment. You will see it. If you focus enough, you're going to see it. Now, as you see that image, I want you to look at two things. Number one, I want you to look at, can you see it as from a distance ama unajiona ikiwa ndani? Is it that unajiona mahali ukichagua gari ama ukinunua shamba ama uko kwa class, ama unajiona ndani hiyo class, like you're seeing it directly? Okay? And then number two, I want you now, once you have that image, I want you now to go back kidogo and see how you managed to make it happen. Where did you get that money? What did you do to get that money? And if you're focusing clearly, you will see where you sourced that money from. And wherever you sourced that money from, hapo ndio nyota yako ya hii mwaka iko. And that is the thing that will give you the most money this year to help you achieve the dream that you have. Okay? I know your video nimekimbiza kidogo, so let's go to YouTube. I break it down pole pole so that you are able to understand and do exactly what you're supposed to do so that you get the outcomes that you want. The video on YouTube will be a bit longer, maybe 20-30 minutes, so end up ukiwa na time. Okay? That's it for this. All right, now I'm assuming you're all on the same page. You've already watched the video. You know what it is that I was doing. But TikTok nimekimbiza hiyo video sana because I noticed most of you don't like watching long videos on TikTok. Na pia hapa, I don't want to waste so much of your time. So let's get straight into it. Now, the first thing I told you to get is, or rather was, a pen and a paper. And the reason why I told you to get a pen and a paper is because whatever it is that we are doing, I wanted you to have it noted down. The power of the written word. That's what we're trying to get. The power of the written word. So, ukipata karatasi yako na kalamu yako, whatever you write here, number one, a few things will happen. Number one, you will shift your focus on the goal that you want to achieve. So, how do you do that? Nilikuambia uchore sako, alafu hapo katikati kuwe na cross, alafu uandike the biggest goal that you want to achieve this year. In my case, niliandika land. Wewe unaweza andika anything. Unaweza andika getting married, going back to school, buying a car, building a house, whatever it is, whatever big goal that you want to achieve in 2025. So once you have that, now you have your vision on paper. Now you can already see it. Now the circle is to help you focus or lock in on your goal. It's trying to shift your attention from everywhere else and you shift your attention in one place. Because what happens is your mind at any given time, your mind is focusing on 7 things, whether you know it or not. So your attention is all over. Maybe kuna mtu anapita hapo kando yako, maybe there's somebody calling you, there's something you're thinking about. When I tell you to think of something, you're going to think of so many things. So it helps when I narrow down your mind to one focus. Okay? And that also makes now your mind focus on the goal we have at hand. Remember when we were talking about the secrets of the spiritual mind, you can go watch that video. I have it on my channel. Just go to my playlist and watch Secrets of the Spiritual Mind. You're going to see that video there. So we say that your mind collects a lot of data. And sometimes if you want to pull the correct information, you have to focus. Remember, where your attention goes, your energy goes there. So we are trying to get your attention and all your energy focused on the goal that you want to achieve. That is the whole purpose of this paper. So instead of the circle, unaweza chora pia square, you can draw a rectangle, you can draw a triangle. Hapo katikati, instead of a cross, you can put a dot, you can put a tick, whatever it is, as long as it's something that helps you focus your attention at that point. Okay? Now, the second thing I told you is be in a quiet place. The reason why I told you to be in a quiet place is, number one, I wanted you to minimize distractions. And number two, I wanted you to be in a place where you can do everything that needs to be done without feeling like there's somebody looking over your shoulder or you're uncomfortable, somebody else is seeing what you're doing. So I wanted a place where you will have comfort and there is no distractions. The distractions to be as minimal as possible. And I wanted you to do that because our next step required that. And the step number 3, nilikwambia, you take in 6 deep breaths like this. Breathe in slowly, then you hold it for 5 seconds. Then you let it out slowly. What we are trying to do at this point is we are trying to relax your mind. That is the goal number 1. Why are we trying to relax your mind? Your mind has been racing all through, focusing on so many things, collecting a lot of information. So we want to make sure that your mind is relaxed so that we can be able to get the outcome that we want. And number 2, if you watched that video about secrets of the spiritual mind, you know that what people call the subconscious mind or the spiritual mind, for you to access it, you need to have relaxed and elevated your energy kidogo. So as you relax, you are activating your spiritual mind. Okay, so the more breaths you take, the higher your spiritual mind will rise. And the higher it rises, the more you will see things. And that is what I want to happen. So make sure you relax as much as you can so that you raise your spirit as high as you can, so that now when I tell you to focus on something else, you are able to see it clearly. Your explanation umeshika. Aya. Now, we know why we are relaxing our mind and you know why we are raising our awareness. When you get to that state of mind, nikakwambia, hold this paper, look straight to it and focus on the cross. Okay, this part here. I told you to focus on that part. Why do I want you to focus on that part? Again, we want to focus your attention on one place and we zone everything out. And at this point, I'm telling you to keep breathing heavily like this. Okay, normally, but heavily. So this one, we are raising you even higher and higher. So what concept works and why is this thing working? I've told you before, secrets of the spiritual mind. Number 1, I told you the work of your secret of your spiritual mind. Number 1 is to keep you safe. And number 2, I told you it's to keep you alive. Something else that I told you about the spiritual mind, it stores a lot of information. Everything that you've seen today has been stored. Every vision that you've had has been stored. Everything that has been happening in your life has been stored in your spiritual mind. So you're trying to access the file that will help you with Nyota yako for 2025. So pali Nyota yako iko, your spiritual mind already knows. So we are just trying to extract that information. Kama ni place utapata do, it already knows. Kama ni mtu mtakutana naye destiny helper, it already knows. Kama ni job utapata ama nini, your spiritual mind already knows. It already has that information. So we are trying to just extract that information. And because there's a lot in there, now we need to be focused on the specific thing that we want. And since we don't know penye hii nyota iko, so we go for the goal that we want to achieve, so that we can see, for us to achieve this goal, what do we need? And that's why nikakwambia, you close your eyes and you visualize the goal that you want. Kama ni gari, nikakwambia, make sure unajiona ndani ya gari. Jione ukiguza hiyo gari, jione ukiendesha, jione ukilipia, jione ukishika logbook. Kama ni shamba, jione umesimama kwa hiyo shamba. Jione kama umeshika hiyo title deed. Kama ni kulimalima, nyasi, nini. Kama ni nyumba, I want you to see that house in front of you. You know, it's so powerful. Right now, everything that I'm saying, I can see it. That's now the crazy part of it, because I've made sure that I've conditioned my spiritual mind to be at the correct level. And this is also something that you are going to achieve on your own without me. So once you see that, focus on that moment. Start feeling how it feels to go back to class if education is your thing. Jione kwa class, ona mwalimu, jione ukiandika notes, that feeling of you in school again after all that time you've been out here. I want you to see that vision. And I want you to enjoy. And as you do that, nataka uangalie uone, are you seeing yourself inside from the first person, like venye unaangalianga vitu normally unaona, ama ukiangalia unajiona ni kama movie una watch? Are you seeing it directly venye unaonanga vitu normally, like the way you're looking at me, you're seeing me as, you know, from your eyes to me? Or are you seeing it like a movie, like unajiona yes ni wewe huyu uko kwa class, but unaona ni kama movie unaangalia? So are you seeing it from yourself or from a distance? Are you seeing yourself in that situation from yourself or from a distance? And that is very important, because kama unajiona from yourself, from first person point of view, it means hiyo kitu, hiyo nyota yako penye iko, it's somewhere very close. Just look around penye uko. You're already there, you just haven't noticed it. It's either something that you're already doing, or you've already met the right people, or you're already at the right environment, you just don't know it yet. But nyota yako iko hapo penye uko. Okay? Kama unaona ni kama movie una watch, and you're watching this thing from a distance, that tells you whatever it is penye nyota yako iko, it's not a place you've reached yet. Maybe kuna kitu unahitaji kufanya ndio ufike hapo. Maybe you need to work harder, maybe you need to get out more, maybe you first need to understand something about yourself, like your purpose, what it is that you need to do so that you can get to that goal. And that is very important information. Kama unaona from first person, from your eyes directly, then already uko umesimama penye nyota yako iko. Kama unaiona from a distance, unaona kama ni movie una watch, unajiona pale ukifanya hizo vitu zenye unasema. Kama unajiona uko mtu mwingine, then that shows haujafika, but you're very close. Either there's somebody that you need to meet who is the right person, or there's a place you need to be, or there's something that you need to do, or there's a lesson that you need to learn, or maybe it's just a matter of time. So be on the lookout. Ndio opportunity isipotee. Okay? Now, finally, I want you to now start tracing your steps back. Uko umeshika hiyo kitu yenye ulikuwa unataka. Kama ni class, uko kwa class, nataka utoke class polepole. Kama ni shamba, nataka utoke kwa shamba polepole. And then you look back. You turn back like this, and you will see what you did to make that money. Utajiona ukifanya kitu fulani yenye ilikuwa do. Maybe ni mtu alikupatia pesa, maybe ni deal ulicheza, maybe ni mshahara umelipa ukasave. Whatever it is that you're going to see you doing to get that money that you've spent for whatever it is that umefanya hapo, that is where nyota yako iko. Kama uko job, angalia job, because hapo ndo nyota yako iko. If you can't see nothing, then that means where you will get whatever it is that you want to get from, it's not clear. And you have so many blockages in your life that you need to clear first before your vision can be clear and that path can be opened. So kama unaweza iona, well and good, jipigie makofi, go focus on that thing. Hapo ndio nyota yako iko, and that is the thing that will get you everything that you want in 2025. Kama hakuna kitu umeona, jua there's so many blockages in your life that you need to clear first, ndio vitu zako zifunguke hii mwaka. So that you figure out what the blockages are, uzifungue, the vision to be clear, so that now you can go for what it is that you want. I hope your explanation may make sense. And now I want us to go through that process again, tuifanye pamoja, and then you see what will happen. So if you have a question, pia nataka uulize hapo chini. All right? So I want us to do that process from start to finish. Kama kuna mahali hujaelewa, just go to the comment section. For this video, I will try to do as many replies as I can. So the theory that we're using here, or the principle that we're using here, is number one, the power of intention. We want to be very intentional about what we are achieving this year. Number two, we want to raise our awareness. We want to be aware of the opportunities around us. That's why we are activating, we are raising our awareness using our spiritual mind. By writing the goal down and focusing on it, that is our intention. We are focusing our intention towards our goal. And with intention now, it gives us the right energy to now start the journey. Intention is very important when you want to know where you're going. And also now, we're going to raise our awareness so that we can see everything around us, the opportunities that will come our way and everything else that will come our way. Utakuwa ready kupokea, because now you know where you're going and you've already seen signs of everything. So iki happen, utajua. Because sometimes, most of the time, people lose opportunities ama wanasema hawana nyota just because they don't know how to read the times, they don't know how to read the signs, they don't see the opportunities. So with the awareness, you will be able to see the opportunities. And remember, you've already set your intention. So when the opportunity comes, it will find you ready. And when an opportunity finds you ready, magic happens. Okay? And then also we are activating our visualizations. We want to call what we want into existence. The power of vision. We're trying to set our vision very clear. And we're also trying to see our vision in its fullness. That's why we are even looking back to see where this money is coming from. And that is the difference between having a vision and daydreaming. Okay? Now, I hope you've got that. So now let's go through the whole process again. And I will do one. Sasa saizi bila kuongea. For the next like 3, 4, 5 minutes, I will do it alone. So now, I already have my circle here, drawn. Here, you can see it. So hapa juu, I will actually write something that I want to buy this year. And that is a gaming laptop. I want a better laptop for my studio. And you can even write the price. For example, a gaming laptop, a nice one, will cost you anywhere between 150 to maybe 300,000. So unaweza andika hata price hapo. So it will be something like this. You've written what you want and you've even written the price to be as clear as you can. So we want to set our intention and our focus so that we can redirect our energy towards our goal. So unashika hivi, nitaiweka hapa hivi mbele yangu. You might not see it, but it's in front of me. Tanishikilia hapa. So then you go the relaxation method. Take 60 breaths. And after you do that, your mind will relax and you'll start seeing some visions there. And now I want you to focus your attention on the plus. You can close your eyes. You can look at the cross. For me, I'll just close my eyes because my visualization is good. My vision is clear. And I can see myself. The shop, I already know the shop that I'm going to buy that machine. And I can see the seller right in front of me. Ndio umentolea mashini. It's a black one. It has a big logo at the back. And I'm loving it, touching it, opening it, feeling it. And this feeling, it feels so good because I can even touch it. And at this point, I'm feeling like I'm floating in the air. So if you feel like you're floating in the air, it's okay. You'll be right. You'll be okay. Now I have my computer and I can see myself in first person, so I know I'm where I'm supposed to be. Now I'm trying to turn and see where I got the money from, and I'm walking towards it. And I can see See myself seated on my office. So I'm getting the money from. Once done, once you have what you're looking for, you can now just open your eyes, and now you know where you're getting your money from, and you've seen the whole process. Now, at some point, you might feel dizzy, you might feel sleepy, and that's why I told you to be in a place where you can relax. You can take a small nap, or you can just, wake up, stretch for a few minutes, and you'll be okay. I hope now the program is clear. You know what you're supposed to do, and you can do it now slowly until you see yourself doing what, achieving that goal. And then take a few steps back and see how you got there, and then go do exactly what you've seen in that vision. And I can assure you, everything will work.